Would you look at that? Neighbor's corn's gone. Told you it was getting close. Morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Yeah, Monday. Anyway, it looks so sad. So, I got this giant screw. And at first I was pissed. Oh man, that's what I get for going and checking fields. But if you notice, that screw looks an awful lot like those kind of screws. Well, a mile over in our crazy windstorm we had when we were out on the dry land, so 2 weeks ago? Yeah, holy crap, that was 2 weeks ago already. 2 weeks ago, when that windstorm came through, a mile over, a neighbor lost a little, I guess you call it like a little lean-to, like an open face building that he used for kind of protection for, well, he used it for protection for his goats. I don't know if that's what it was originally built for, but either way, when that wind hit, because the open face was directly into that wind, that air got under it and just folded that building right over, wiped out the power lines, it laid on the road, and then to clean it up, they just took a loader and shoved the whole thing across the road into a big pile. And I'm betting that's a freaking screw from that stupid thing. Luckily, I pulled in here last night. What did I come here for? I pulled in here last night to, I don't remember. Oh, it was when I was starting to check cattle. And it started dinging at me that I was down to 30 PSI. Well, those front tires were on 70. So I drug the air hose out and I go, I can hear this. So I rolled forward about 6 inches and it brought that thing up. And I went, oh, all right, we're going to drive Mighty White. So, chopper number 2 update. Progress has been slow, guys, because we've had other things going on. So it's not like we've had 2 guys working on it the whole time. But we've had 2 guys working on this for way too frickin' long. We changed every seal. That's what Deere said to do. Ugh. Change the seal on all 4 pumps. It's got to be one of them seals. Did that. Same problem. So then they said it's got to be the little triple stack pump, the thing you see laying on the bench right there, that bolts onto the back of the transmission. Because one of those pumps, there it is hiding behind these big hoses, one of those pumps is designed to just cycle the oil. So if a seal is out in it, it can shove the oil the wrong way and it would be leaking it back in. Change that out brand new. Only like $5 grand for that pump. Didn't do a damn thing. So then we decided, all right, we got to figure out how to start isolating these. So this guy over here, because of the way it's set up, we were able to take it off. Went and had a $200 hose made at Deere, because this guy you have to take apart. So we put our made up hose in between there, left this off, fired it up. No oil came out of this gearbox. So we know this one is perfectly fine. Got it put back together. This guy does not have the, how do I say this? This guy does not have oil flowing through it the same way these others do, to where it can shove oil backwards. All it has is this little guy, and all it's doing is engaging the plate inside there to engage everything. So that guy, we know, can't be a problem, because there's no oil up against it the way there is on the others. Bart says him and Glenn have a plan now, though, on how to try and check the pumps on this side. So it's going to be a lot more of disassembly and test, which is frustrating as hell. Deere and McPherson put in, they call it a DTAC case, to Mother Deere saying, hey, we got a problem. We don't know how to fix it. What is your recommendation? And that's been a week ago, and we still haven't heard back from Mother Deere. So apparently Mother Deere doesn't have any good ideas either. Hi, Gary. But that's where we stand right now. I really, really, really want this fixed in the next couple days so we can run it and make sure we've got it fixed. But we've got a lot of other crap we got to get going on. So one of the projects last week that they worked on that they couldn't be working on the chopper was getting grain bins ready. As you've seen, neighbors have started combining corn. We bought a lot of neighbors' corn this year. So we are now down to one rake because our one rake tractor has the wiring harness for our grain auger. We've got it set up with electric to move the swing in and out and stuff. Makes it super handy, but now we're down to rake tractor. But they got the grain bin ready. I see the auger is set up. They must have done that Friday. Yeah, what else they've been working on? Haying. Haying is going like crazy right now. Tillage is getting ready to go nuts. I've always said our way of farming around here is a very long marathon from the 1st of March till the end of November. Because that's kind of, our water is mid-March to mid-November. So you add a little bit on each end. So it's one long marathon with a bunch of little sprints mixed in. Well, we had a sprint getting corn done. Then we took a deep breath this last week. Now we're getting ready to head into a sprint of getting wheat ready in the ground, because water will be here before too long. And we need to get the fields ready. And I don't like half-assing it. I want to do it right because I think it pays off in the end. If you take your time, do it right, do the appropriate tillage, get that wheat the best chance to turn into something productive. Which means there's going to be a lot of hours in tractors over the next 2 weeks. A lot of hours. I don't know where it is, but it sounds good. So, in order to get the hours on those going though, first we gotta get this done. Oh, mass confusion this morning. So, we are spread out thin. I would say you guys want to come help, but you're not going to see this for about 2 weeks. Blanca, swathing. Right now, changing knives, Bart Cameron giving her a hand with that. Glenn's raking, Bart baling, waiting on it to dry just a little bit more. He was a touch early. Hector maybe bale with him, or haul silage. Aaron, super trucking grain corn from the neighbors into our bin. I'm chopping, Tuna's feeding, Cameron's gonna haul silage. Hector, like I said, if one way or the other, Aaron will come haul silage when he's done super trucking corn. We're spread thin, to say the least. We got trucks moving now. Finally. It's well, it's not great. Let's put it that way. This field, it was short on water, kind of like anywhere we planted feed. It's because we knew we were short on water. So the yield is real hit and miss. Where it's nice, it's real nice. This stuff's probably going to make 15 tons to the acre. Where it sucks, it's going to make 2 or 3. So we're probably going to average somewhere around that 10. We just have to see how it goes. The trucks, though, are real excited. All the custom guys, why do I keep saying all the custom guys are having to load here, way on the neighbor's scale 2 miles over, and then they're unloading 30 miles, kind of in that general direction. The tuna and I actually don't even know for sure where it is. We found it on Google Maps and went, I'm pretty sure that's the yard. So we'll see what they all find when they get there. Cameron and Hector are just hauling to our pit because the guy they're all hauling to only wants a couple 100 ton. So I think there's 6 custom trucks. We told them all you haul 2 each, and we're done with that. So, should finish off another pit today. Hopefully, as long as nothing goes wrong. But as you can see me bouncing around, and the base of the spout doesn't move. I was going to say the top end is moving. This field is incredibly rough. When the tuna called and said, what's it like? I go, well, it's yielding like the field is. All over the place. I apologize if this video's kind of been scatterbrained because I am very scatterbrained at the moment. Me, the wife, the kids left Friday morning for Oklahoma City. Kids had a taekwondo competition all day on Saturday. Oh my God. We showed up there 7 o'clock in that fake central time, not like this real time zone known as the mountain time zone. So that already sucked because it had all of us off by an hour anyways. But we show up at 7. Get started by 8:30-ish. The wee man because of his age group going first, he was done for the day before 10 o'clock. We're going, all right, this is going fast. Get Braylon up, we'll fly through this. No. So they finished the little kids, and then they had, because all of these different masters are there, they did a big black belt testing session, because you have to have so many black belt masters, I think I said that right, there to certify it to pass your test. Like where we go with our master, he can't do a black belt testing by himself. He has to have other guys here to do the judging, from what I understand. I don't know. I may be completely wrong. Tell me. But, so because of that, they had a bunch of black belt testing, and then they started on the older kids. And once that got going, it went really fast. But by the time everybody was done, it was like 4 o'clock. And everybody stuck around to cheer on everybody else, and so we could get the big group picture with everybody and their trophies. It was a really cool deal. I liked it. It was just, college football was on, man. And even though I was in Oklahoma City and I had 5G on both the iPad and the phone, I couldn't get any video of anything to play. Side note, 5G is the biggest ripoff ever. But anyways, so we got home late yesterday, and I've been playing catch up. And as you can tell by these last 2 minutes of me rambling, it is just scatterbrained, because we've got all these different things going. We've got all these different things we need to be doing, and I'm stuck here twiddling my thumbs waiting on a truck. But my initial thought when I started that whole ramble is, so right now we're pushing hard to finish forage sorghum. We've got 300 acres to go, and harvest is done. We are hoping that because it's been unseasonably hot, it's supposed to be like 95 today. This is the last day. I'll tell you what day this is. This is the 30th of September. So you'll see this around the 15th of October. No, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, it's insane that we are finishing this early. Normally, forage sorghum, we're finishing around the 20th of October to the 1st of November, that range, because the way it normally works is this crop's growing better, and when forage sorghum is growing and it's had water and getting all the way through its cycle, it takes forever to dry down. Normally, it takes a killing freeze to make it start drying down, because it holds that water so well. This year, because we had to restrict water on this to keep our corn going, we also put some extra water on our hay this summer because we missed out on rains. The forage sorghum that we planted, knowing that it was going to be really struggled. I mean, you can tell looking across there. See how uneven it is? That's the way it is this year. Because though all of it was so restricted on water, and then you mix in that crazy heat, it's drying down naturally much faster than normal. So our hope is we can just push right through it all to finish it. The hope is. The other reason we might be able to finish this so early is because we're doing so little of it this year. Normally, we do a couple thousand more acres of this, because normally we're supplying 2 more feedlots right here locally and 2 more feedlots 20 miles downriver. But with the way silage is and the way the cattle market is, the feedlots right here, they're not getting in the cattle they have, so they don't need more silage. The feedlots down yonders, because of the way the market was last year, they overbought because the big feedlots up here were out of the market last year. This is what sucks about the way our system works, is we don't know who needs what on a year-to-year basis. So even if we had a better understanding of our water and could actually plan our rotation out the way you can east of us, we can't do it because we don't know what the feedlots are going to need. So because the one down east bought so much last year, they really cut back this year, and their local guys that are just right there next to them have more than enough for them. So they told us, hey, we're not going to need anything from you. We go, well, that sucks, but at the same time, we planted a lot more corn than feed, so we can just keep shipping it all to the big guys. Wish I would have brought my computer. I could have edited another video today, I feel like. Because this is going to be a process. The truck's going that way, if I didn't say it earlier. I think I did. They each have to haul 2 loads. So all 6 now are on their way with load 1. Hopefully the first guy has made his turn and coming back. And then just our 2 trucks hauling right here to us. I'll have Aaron after a while when he's done super trucking, but that'll be a while. I think that's everything. When another thought comes spinning out of my brain, I'll let you know. Till then, I'm going to sit here and watch TV, I guess. There we go. Another pit done. I can. I understand where. So as I said, that makes the 12 loads we needed for that long haul. So that pit is done. Now we'll spend the rest of this field with the trucks all heading into ours, which means as soon as they start showing back up, it's going to be a mess of trucks sitting and waiting because we got more than we need. Okay, I will admit, on really windy days like this, I wish I had one of those really cold spouts. I mean, stubby spouts. I mean, flat spouts like the commies out in California have. Now, granted, that's only a handful of afternoons a harvest. But there are times where I'm like, man, that'd be so nice. Wouldn't have all this stuff blowing back at me. But I will never agree with them that loading on the left is better than loading on the right. They are so wrong, so backwards for that. But then again, they're commies, so. Finally. Got that one done. Now, we're trying to figure out where in the hell we're supposed to go next because the phones aren't working. We can text, but no phone calls, and I can't get a hold of the tuna, so. I don't know. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will take dwarf sorghum over the full stock, 10-foot tall falling over. I'll take dwarf varieties every day of the week. There we go. Another 30 acres all cleaned up. Should finish off the pit. I'll explain that in a minute. But right now my OCD is driving me nuts. We have cut this entire pivot. That was on day 1. Now here we are, week 7, finishing it off. I gotta go clean up by the pivot point. It's kind of like the spot on my field that you guys seen me clean up the other day. I can't stand look at this anymore. It's driving me nuts. Oh, it looks so much better. For like the last month, driving down the road every time I seen that weed spot, and it was driving my OCD crazy. So I say that should finish off another pit. The guy we're hauling to, he thinks this will be enough for what he wants, but if not, we're going to take some from the next field of ours over to him to finish it off. So right now, to be in a better mood so I can scratch another one off the list, I'm going to say that's another pit done. 3 to go. I thought I noticed something earlier, and I could really feel it tonight. Something is not right. I've got a massive vibration somewhere, and it's bugging the hell out of me because I don't know where. I don't want to just run it till something explodes. I don't even know if you guys can hear me over the wind. But I have no idea where it's coming from. I guess that'll be a project for tomorrow morning. Son of a gun. A couple more days. That's all we need, honey. A couple more days. Wonder how this project's coming along. Seeing how the porta power's out here. Something didn't want to move somewhere. I'm guessing that guy. We haven't chopped stalks in 5 years. So this thing's just been sitting. I'd kind of expect it to be a problem child getting it going. So this deal's pretty cool. So you got the flails that spin around down there to cut the stalks. Then you have an auger in here. It'll auger it across and out this end. And you come around, come the other way. All of a sudden you have 16 rows of corn stalks in a single windrow. I have to get some video footage of that. Looks like it's time for a meeting of the minds though. Guys, I'll catch you in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow.